the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the world.
Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Go Blue! Go Blue! To be a Michigan Wolf. Go Blue! To be a Michigan Wolf. Go Blue! To be a Michigan Wolf. The riders brave to be a Michigan. Let's go Blue! Hail to the victors valiant, hail to conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the leaders and best. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes. Hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes. Hail to the blue, 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 hail to Michigan, the champions of the West. Go Blue!
Good evening and welcome to the Development Summer Internship Program's closing ceremony for the year 2021. I am Jamika Ferguson, the Assistant Director of Talent Pipeline Programs, and I also have the privilege and pleasure of being the Program Director for D-SIP. So today is a very special day. It's the closing ceremony for our 15th anniversary of our Development Summer Internship Program. Today, we will celebrate this year's 22 D-SIP interns and all of their accomplishments. So now these interns are joining the now 358 D-SIP alumni. Wow, it's mind-boggling to even imagine that we've now made it to this day and we've now made it to that number of D-SIP alumni. So before we get started, I'd like to share just a few housekeeping items before we dig deep into today's agenda. So for your best viewing experience, Please make sure that you change your Zoom settings to speaker view. That's located in the upper right corner of your screen. All attendees' mics will be muted unless you are speaking during today's program. We also invite you to use our chat feature so that you can celebrate and give kudos to our interns and our speakers as we progress through today's agenda. Again, we welcome you. We want you to feel relaxed. We thank you so much to our supervisors and family members and friends. And today's agenda will be full of heartfelt remarks and high energy. And again, we want to say welcome. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Tom Baird, who is the president of development. So at this time for the opening remarks, I'll turn it over to Tom. Take it away, Tom.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all of you as part of the D-SIP 2021 cohort. You have successfully completed our second virtual internship experience. Congratulations. I'm so proud of all of you, and more accurately, I am inspired by you. You came into this program eager to learn and explore with amazing energy and experiences to share with everyone. While I'm hopeful that you learned from us, I know and I'm very confident that we've learned from you as well. And I'm sure that this summer, though, did come with a number of challenges, but also victories along the way. Doing an internship virtually while living through a pandemic is certainly challenging. My summer's been challenging working through these conditions, but you came to us with experience after living a year of virtual classes. So you did have some experience and some skills that you brought with you. Being unable to meet in an office setting and get to know your colleagues isn't optimal, and I know that can be challenging as well. But I know, and I've heard, that you found some very creative ways to stay connected during this period of time. And I know as the world opens up that you'll have opportunities to connect in real life. And I hope that I get a chance to connect with you along the way as well. From the updates that I've received, the essence of this program thrived in the virtual environment, and the cohort, I hear, emerged vibrant and strong. So congratulations. And you all really did meaningful work that will have an impact across our campuses and throughout the broader community. I hope that the weekly classes gave you a good introduction into the world of philanthropy, and as well as providing you with opportunities to grow both professionally and personally. Each of you holds a special place in our hearts, and wherever you end up, you'll always be welcome in our community. I hope that your experience this summer will hold a special place for you as well as it does for us. I want to thank all the leaders who took a leap and made the commitment in terms of helping make this D-SIP program this summer through the pandemic work effectively. So I'm going to call out a few folks who made that possible. Sarah Solomon, Jamaica Ferguson, Jillian Gross Fortgang, Molly Dobson, and the Dobson Committee, the D-SIP 2021 supervisors, the guest lecturers, the donors, major gift officers, and of course the D-SIP alumni, and the family and friends of the D-SIP class or cohort of 2021. You are doing something great for the world and for our profession. So thank you so much. And thank you for being here today. And congratulations to all of you. Go Blue.
Thank you so much, Tom. And again, Tom is our Vice President of Development. We really appreciate your opening remarks. So at this time, I'd like to introduce you to our D-SIP course instructor, Jillian Gross Fortgang. I just have to say, Jillian so eloquently and so graciously taught class twice a week, virtually, while we all navigated some of the common things of Zoom fatigue and burnout. But overall, Jillian just led our class, and we are so fortunate to have her a part of the team. So without further ado, let's welcome Jillian Gross Fortgang. Take it away, Jillian.
Well, Jamaica, you're gonna start me off with crying right from the get-go. We all know that the tears flow for me. What a summer it has been. When I started, getting involved with D-SIP in 2013, I never imagined that I'd be able to come back and teach in 2021. So for me, well, Zoom was tough and the virtual experience was a challenge, I couldn't be more thankful because it allowed me to be with you all. And I do, right, just because I don't think we should end D-SIP without one more like check-in. There's one slide I want to share. Allison, if you could put that up for me. And I invite you all to tell me on this Michigan squirrel scale, how do you feel today? I see a 9 and 8. Don't let me down, interns. Yes, there they come. Lots of 8s. Yes. It's like both the stretch for the getting ready for the nap and the overjoyed of being done. Awesome. I love it. All right. So I just want to tell you that I think we can take the slide down now. Thank you. I just want to say a couple of words and say that D-SIP can forever change your life if you choose to let it. But it's really about what you make from the experience. And I'm confident, having gotten to know you all over the summer, that you each are going to take what you need and make what you want and need out of this experience. And I want to remind you that you're joining, as Jamika said, 385 other alumni and countless other folks who are supportive of the D-SIP family, and that we will always be here with and for you. So stay connected and don't hesitate to reach out if we can ever continue to support you in any way. And so I just want to talk about like just sort of what our experience was this summer, right? Orientation, you showed up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. There was so much excitement and engagement, and it just was so clear from the beginning that you would be truth tellers and challengers and really just thoughtful and strong participants in the D-SIP summer. And it was tough, right? We came in with overwhelm. And right, but we didn't let overwhelm stop us from doing what we came to do. And we moved from that first month into the philanthropy and action presentations. And honestly, like that first day still brings tears to my eyes. I think in particular, it was like Megan SELVIDGE's smile that day. That was like, oh, I don't think I've ever seen this. And we spent so much time from Zoom fatigue behind those boxes that we couldn't really see each other. And just, wow, to see you all come alive in your PIAs and how you took the opportunity to engage in peer support and peer learning, and brought so much energy to your project and back into the classroom to create that really beautiful experiential learning cycle. And I couldn't have been more proud of you and how you continued to show up all summer. And now, you know, you've been in that home stretch over this last month. And I have continued to see you all shine in ways that I don't think you could have imagined 3 months ago. And so although it's up to you to make of D-SIP, you know, what it will be in your own lives and your own personal journey, I just want to take my last few minutes to talk about and reflect back to you the strengths and skills that I saw you all bring and create as a community. I think like words that come to mind are resilience, thoughtful, self-advocacy, growth mindset, challenge with compassion, flexibility, relationship building, slowing down and asking for support, right? I saw you all just truly embrace this opportunity, even when it was hard. And I just feel honored to have been sort of a companion with Jamika and you all on this journey through D-SIP, through this D-SIP summer. And so a few words I want to just share with you as you think about what D-SIP is going to mean to you moving forward. Is a reminder to return to those things we did in orientation, where we identified our values, our strengths, and our purpose, and remind you that as you walk through the world, if you continue to return to your values, your strengths, and your purpose, aligning your action with those, you will be standing in your integrity, and there will be nothing that can get in your way. I want to encourage you to continue to bring that adaptability. I saw it every turn this summer in so many ways. Because there is nothing about being able to meet challenges with reflection and an ability to shift and adapt depending on the context. There's just nothing that can be better for you as you continue to move through the world. And with that comes that growth mindset, right? Not staying fixed, not thinking that once you learn something, that's it, right? That ability to continue to grow and learn and think and change. I just want to continue to lift up that I saw that from you in so many ways this summer. And your creativity and care for each other was really the heart of the community you built. And on our last day in class on Monday, the overwhelming thing that you all said to each other that you were taking away was this cohort, the relationships, the community that you built. And I just can't tell you how much I want that to be there for you in the future. So it is a gift to be in D-SIP. It is a gift to have this community and this cohort. And there is nothing I want more for you than to continue to nurture that so that it can continue to be there for you as you meet other challenges in life and prepare for that change to go back to in-person. There's so much eagerness around it, right? And it's going to be a big change that you're going to need all these skills you practiced this summer to shift back to in-person in the fall. And the last thing I want to say to you is that remember, and these are words from Candace Montgomery, the leader of Black Visions here in Minneapolis, where I'm home based, is that transformation takes time. You all are transforming every day, and I hope you never stop growing and transforming. But remember to give yourself the grace that this takes time and energy, persistence, and a lot of love and care for yourself and each other. So thank you for letting me be part of the D-SIP journey this summer. And I can't wait to stay connected with you all. We love you. Oh, and it's my job. Yay, there's Sarah. It's my job to turn it over to Sarah Solomon to continue talking about the awesomeness of D-SIP.
Thank you so much, Jillian. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I know it was such a gift for our interns to be able to spend class with you and just to be able to learn from you and everything that you brought to the class. So thank you so much for that. I want to echo just in general all of the thank yous. D-SIP is what it is because of the dedicated support of our community, ranging from supervisors, alumni, guest speakers, colleagues, and donors. D-SIP is 15 this year, and all of you have played a critical role in making this program a success. I also want to thank all of the friends and family joining us today to celebrate the hard work of our 2021 interns. And I know today is about celebrating our outstanding D-SIP class of 2021, and we're going to get back to that in just a second. But first, I do really want to show my gratitude and my appreciation for Jamaica Ferguson, our program director, and Jillian Gross-Fortgang, our class instructor. The two of you have done outstanding work this year, navigating another remote cohort and being keenly aware of the unique needs of our interns. You guys practiced agility, flexibility, thoughtfulness, and intention with the intern experience all at the forefront of your mind. So thank you for all of that care of this program. So those of you who don't know, D-SIP was created to introduce undergraduate students at the University of Michigan to careers in fundraising and philanthropy. There's no career path to becoming a fundraiser. You can't major in fundraising, yet having the ability to fundraise is a critical need in our society. Solving complex challenges requires funding, and securing sustainable funding requires fundraisers. With no pipeline into fundraising careers and an obvious need for qualified fundraisers across the nonprofit sector, Michigan made an internship program. Most traditional students spend 4 years in college preparing for a career. In D-SIP, we had just 12 weeks. And D-SIP has 3 components. There's a work experience, there's an academic class, and there's professional development. These 3 components come together to create an experience that produces competitive young professionals prepared to enter this field. Throughout the week, interns worked with the host site on a meaningful project. You probably noticed throughout the virtual showcase that each project was different. The 2021 interns worked on projects in data and technology, annual giving, alumni engagement, and communications, just to name a few of them. An equally valuable aspect of the work experience is that they gain mentors and their supervisor and their team. Colleagues who understand the field, who teach them what they know and answer any questions that they might have. And then there was class, Monday and Wednesday afternoons, where the interns came together in a virtual classroom, where they learned about philanthropy, right? The history of giving in the US and how individuals give and the role that philanthropy plays in institutions of higher education. They also learned about the organizational structure of a development office and the many positions needed to make a development office function. Guest lectures complemented work experiences and class readings. Donors shared what motivates them to give, how their giving started and how it's changed over time. And development colleagues shared their experiences in the field. Just as important as the work experience and the academic aspect is the professional development. Grounded in reflective practice, interns spent a lot of their summer thinking deeply about what they were learning throughout the program. They were paired with mentors who worked with them to sort of help them sort of reflect on their experiences, create an online portfolio, and articulated what skills they had gained and the impact of their summer project. In addition to the reflection, the interns also participated in mock interviews, identified their values, and spent a weekend developing solutions for a fundraising challenge that a local nonprofit was facing. So to all of our interns of 2021, thank you for such a wonderful summer. Thank you for all that you will do moving forward. Never underestimate the power that you have to make a difference in this world, and we can't wait to see what you'll achieve in the future. This year, in the 15th year of the program, we're also celebrating Kat Walsh's contributions. Many of you know that Kat has been involved in the program since its inception, and she was in fact one of the founding members. So many people play a role in D-SIP, but it was Kat's vision and her creativity that enabled this award-winning program to come to fruition in the first place. This year, Kat stepped away from the D-SIP leadership team and settled into a nice cozy spot on the Dobson committee. We still will not let her get too far away from the program. Kat, I'm speaking directly to you here. I couldn't be more grateful for the privilege of calling you my friend and one of my most trusted colleagues. From the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you for everything you have given to this program from the very beginning. Your time, your expertise, your treasures, your support, and most of all, your love and your passion for this work and the students. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Mike Sullivan, who will announce the 2021 D-SIP Alumni Award. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Sarah, for the introduction there. I also want to give a quick shout out to Sarah, Jamika, and Jillian for continuing to lead this just incredible program. Thank you for Kat for everything that you have done and continue to do for all of D-SIP. So anyway, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Sullivan. I'm the Assistant Director of Annual Giving at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. I am thrilled and honored to present this year's D-SIP Alumni Award. My career in the Michigan development community began back in 2013 as a D-SIP intern at the Life Sciences Institute. From there, I served in various fundraising roles, including some time at Michigan Telefund, the Michigan Marching Band, and some other places as well. In 2014, I was lucky enough to join the development team at Michigan Public Health, where I've been ever since. So for the award, the Block M of Honor for Community Impact Award recognizes D-SIP alumni who have made philanthropic contributions to their communities through gifts of their time, treasure, and talent. This year's recipient joined the D-SIP family in 2012 when she interned at the Center for Education of Women, CEW. After her D-SIP summer experience, she continued on as a development intern at CEW, as well as held fundraising roles for Rackham Graduate School, including as a development officer. In 2016, she returned to the CW to become the Assistant Director of Development for a little over 3 years. Following these tremendous experiences, she eventually created her own business as a life coach that specializes in manifestation, decluttering, and personal development. Currently, she splits her time between running her business and providing part-time project management services to the OUD talent management team, including D-SIP. Throughout her career, she has brought the can-do and let's find a way approach to success in her work. She shines with the ability to perform, to build effective communications, cultivate long-lasting relationships, and increase donor support across campus. With over 9 years of experience working in our development community, this alumna continues to impact D-SIP in ways that will push the program forward for many years to come. I'm speaking of my good friend, Charlotte Myers. We'd like to dedicate the Block M Award to her for stepping up during this time, giving her time, treasures, and talents to help make this year's experience the best it could possibly be. Here are just a couple examples that highlight her creativity and commitment to this year's program. Charlotte contributed to leading the D-SIP 2021 cohort in self-care workshops, including mindfulness meditations to address the effects of burnout and Zoom fatigue while managing the participation in a fully remote program. Charlotte also served as a coach for our interns this summer, helping them reflect on their experiences in school and at work. Additionally, she organized and structured the majority of the Career Week events, which provided our interns opportunities to learn more about the many career paths that are available to them while perfecting their interviewing and networking skills. For her undying commitment and dedication to the fundraising profession and for being a visionary in philanthropy, we would like to say, thank you so much, Charlotte. Congratulations, this award is for you. At this time, I would love to turn it over to Charlotte to give some remarks.
Thank you so much, Mike. It's like amazing. I'm like tearing up. I'm so honored to be given this award. You know, D-SIP is something that has never strayed far from my life since 2012. I convinced Rackham to get their first D-SIP intern. I supervised interns at CW. I coached in the M portfolio process probably 3 times. I had the honor of, you know, being brought in through my business to give workshops to the D-SIP interns. So any chance that I get to help with D-SIP, anytime they call me up and say, hey, can you come do this thing? I of course say yes, because D-SIP, like for I would say the large majority of alums and people who are here, it's just had a huge impact on my life. It gave me a career in fundraising. It sparked my own interest and I would say addiction now to personal development, introspection, self-reflection, self-awareness, empowerment, emotional intelligence. And I use many of those things and pass that forward to, you know, the people that I support through my business, to friends. And I am just so grateful, you know, for the whole program, but most especially, I want to celebrate a really full circle moment that is going to be coming up. You know, that spark of interest in personal development really came from the professional development component and from Kat Walsh. So just another reason to celebrate Kat and how amazing she is. And I'm also so grateful and kind of can't believe that, you know, in collaboration with Jamika this next summer for D-SIP 2022, I will be helping to lead and teach a large portion of that professional development component. And that is just like, it's just like a dream come true. So I'm really thankful to everyone. I also just have so many friends from D-SIP. So in a moment of mindfulness, I too just want to invite all the interns and anyone else who is here. Anytime I can get a room full of people to meditate for 30 seconds, I'm going to do it. So if you feel comfortable, just close your eyes. And especially for the interns, I just want you to like breathe in this feeling, like breathe in this feeling of accomplishment, breathe in this feeling of maybe relief to be done with all this hard work for the summer. Just remember that you walked into this program probably like I did, not knowing what development was and not knowing what I was doing at all. And then you walk out on the other side and you can reflect back and just say, oh my God, like I did that. And that will transition to other parts of your life when you're faced with challenges that you walk into or that, you know, come to you, want it or not, and say like, how am I going to do this? But you can remember back to this other time when you've had that happen and just remember that you are capable of anything that is presented to you and you have support right? You have all the people in this virtual room, your cohort, your colleagues, all of that. So thank you so much. And now I want to turn it back to the one and only Jamika Ferguson.
Thank you so much, Charlotte. And again, congratulations. It's well deserved. And I must just say, I do not, and I would not want to imagine having completed this summer without you, Charlotte. So again, congratulations. So at this time, we're going to move the agenda forward. And I'd like to make a special presentation on behalf of the D-SIP family. So as you all may know by now that over 15 years ago, Cat Wash helped create this nationally award-winning program that you know today as D-SIP. And in the fall of 2020, last year, Kat came to the D-SIP leadership team and she made the decision to transition from D-SIP course instructor and professional development facilitator into a D-SIP volunteer role. And me personally, I had to accept this. I had to come to grips with this transition. But as a team and as a family, we decided that we must find a way to celebrate and honor Kat for the many contributions, the countless time, impact, and effort that she has devoted to D-SIP, and I'm even going to say to this world. So we thought it would be fitting that we present a gift to D-SIP in honor of Kat and her legacy. Now I'm going to attempt to present this gift to Kat without crying. So let me prepare myself. But Kat, you embody the very meaning of the word force, and not only force, but a force to be reckoned with. When you enter a room and you share your wisdom and your expertise and your knowledge, lives, every life is changed for the better. There have been meetings and D-SIP classes where I've sat back and just seen you work your magic, and it was just so effortlessly, and you provided solutions to challenges that no one else could solve. Like we would literally sit around for days, like, how do we do this? And the minute Kat stepped in, her light bulb would go off and things would just happen. So you give voice to the voiceless, and you insist on making the DEI principles a way of life. In other words, you are a champion for making sure that everyone has a seat at the table. Now, I could go on and on about him, how impactful you are to me and so many others in this world, but I would literally have to take the rest of the day to go on about how amazing you are, Kat. So, thank you for simply being you. You always let your light shine, and we are simply the beneficiaries. D-SIP will live forever, and whenever anyone mentions D-SIP, they might as well say Cat Wash in that same sentence. So today, I myself, along with actually over 44 donors, would like to present you this gift to the D-SIP Fund in your honor in over 7,685, yes, actually now there's an update to this number, $7,650 that goes to the D-SIP Gift Fund. We also put together a kudo board full of well wishes from the D-SIP family and staff. Kat, your legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Everyone, please help me celebrate and give honor to none other than Cat Wash.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect to cry for the past 10 minutes because everyone's saying such kind things. I just wanted to briefly say, you know, I moved to Ann Arbor when I was 24 years old. I'm turning 40 on Tuesday. And I was coming for grad school. I was actually working in fundraising. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was done with that. I was going to come here, get my degrees, and move back to Texas. And I fell in love. I fell in love at Gretchen's house at a retreat with Christy Raywalk about this idea of introducing young people to fundraising and engaging young people in giving and advocacy work. And then that turned into a family of over 300 people, amazing individuals who are all over the world pursuing their passions and acting as change agents in their communities. I was having dinner last week actually with a D-SIP alumna because those are my friend groups and family and roommates and weddings that I attend and everything that I do. And that person said, you know everyone, you have someone you can call about anything. And then I realized that that's because of D-SIP. That's everyone I know. You know, I'm reading, a report from the National Academies of Sciences, Medicine, and Engineering. And, oh, look, Lane Shearer, class of 2007, is being, cited as one of the writers of the report. And I'm, going to a show on Broadway, and Laura Courtney is, in Dear Evan Hansen. And then there's a blackout all over the city. And then Zion walks up. And he's like, I'm stuck here. I don't know how to get back to Brooklyn. So we run and catch a cab. And then his mom calls me. He's like, my D-SIP teacher found me in New York, and she's making sure I get home safely. And so these are the kind of stories that you have. And so I think just in this, what I'd offer to the class of 2021 is that in times of isolation, which I think has been COVID-19, one of the things that has stayed with me is that you will never be alone. Because you have this family who will always be here for you. And when you think you're lonely and sad, just reach out to your cohort, reach out to us, reach out to any alum, because they would just welcome you, even if they don't know you, have never talked to you. They will just welcome you as a part of their family and experience. And I think that's the magic. And, I'm grateful to the Dobsons for giving that seed funding, Molly Dobson, that transformed and it got us engaged. And I feel a home in Southeast Michigan, and I feel a home in this program. So shout out to, Sarah and Jamika. And then of course, Jillian, who a dear lifelong friend that I got, and Shelly Strickland. It's Mitchell's birthday today. He's 16 years old. He was 1 year old when they came here, and Shelly developed the curriculum, and Chrissy and Aaron and Katie Wallander and Kyle and all the Melissa Burns, everyone who's been involved in this from the beginning. So just want to say thank you. And of course, shout out to CORTEZ, who's our intern this year. So I just have to give a little shout out to him. All right. Well, thank you so much. I love you all dearly. And thank you for this honor.
You are most welcome. And thank you, Kat. And again, congratulations. Woo, I know you can feel the love. I know you can feel the high energy. Parents, I hope that some of you are probably getting teary-eyed now that you know that your son or your daughter, they're in good hands for the rest of their lives. All right, so moving forward, I would like to pass things over to one of our now D-SIP alumni who will share more about her D-SIP experience and is now deemed our D-SIP 2021 class speaker. We actually voted for this speaker. So I am speaking of none other than LINDSEY HAUGHTON. Take it away, LINDSEY.
Hi, everyone. Like Jamika said, my name is LINDSEY HAUGHTON, and I'm a member of the D-SIP 2021 class this summer, where I was placed at the Penny W. Stamp School of Art and Design. And I'm here today to tell all of you my take on the answer to the question, who is in D-SIP in the summer of 2021, and what was it like? There are a lot of cliches out there: unprecedented, turbulent, new normal, far from ideal, about sort of how do we talk about this past year and what does resilience mean? And I think that it's okay to acknowledge, even on a day today when we're trying to highlight the good, that there was also like a lot that wasn't great about this year, and remote learning and working can be absolutely exhausting. I know, at least personally, screen time went through the roof, got some back problems sitting in the chair, just sort of trying to fight through it together. But I also know that I got to meet really cool people along the way. But we weren't the we weren't the trailblazers of last summer, whose motto was pivot and shaped the first ever virtual D-SIP experience. But we also weren't a normal cohort with class all day Friday and lunches that we keep hearing about. And I know that I share a sentiment among my cohort of FOMO about missing all of those. So what were we? Well, we were fresh off of our finals from a second or borderline third semester of remote learning, yet hunkered onto Zoom for several hours a day for a week of orientation. We were student organized Zoom meetings in between our orientation classes, because that first week, we were so excited to get to know each other that we were willing to spend our breaks from Zoom on Zoom playing bingo. We were conversations of ambitious plans about everything we wanted to accomplish this summer, whether that was trivia, Among Us, PowerPoint nights, or many other plans that never came to fruition because we didn't realize how hard and how fast that collective exhaustion, fatigue, and burnout would hit us all from Zoom. But like Jillian mentioned earlier, we were self-advocates, pushing for everything from a homework checklist to more breakout rooms because we wanted to work together more. We were lots of emoji reactions. I want to shout out CORTEZ in particular for teaching me about all the new emoji reactions and how to update them. It's just very fun. We were enthusiastic readers who asked if we could spend more time dissecting the texts that we read, such as Decolonizing Wealth. We were unafraid to ask difficult questions of our guest speakers. We were laughter in our group me. We were reminding each other about due dates and quick conversations with one another, especially with Jillian and Jamika, when we made it a minute early to Zoom or decided to stay a minute late. And we were thank you notes due at the end of the day on Friday, which it is that time, and we have some people to thank. Thank you to Jamika for your enthusiasm, your support, and of course, your emoji reactions. I vividly remember interacting with you in the main Zoom room before my very first interview and feeling so welcomed. Your love for this program is absolutely infectious, and the development community is beyond lucky to have you. Thank you to our course instructor, Jillian, for listening, adapting, and encouraging our best selves throughout this entire summer. You demonstrated every step of the way how much you care about all of our professional and personal development alongside our health and well-being during such a crucial time. Thank you to Molly Dobson and the Dobson Committee for making this program possible. We've all learned so much and appreciate the opportunities you help to provide. Thank you to everyone here for coming and for all of the event staff for making today run smoothly. Thank you to my D-SIP cohort. I am honored to have gotten to know all of you and can't wait to see everything you accomplish. I would never have made it through the summer without you. The connections that we formed carry us quite literally across continents, and I have confidence that they will carry us through our lives and career trajectories, especially after hearing from all the excited alums here today. I'd like to give a special thank you to my nonprofit 9.0 consulting team. Despite pushback over the timing at the time, as Jillian and Jamika know, that was really a highlight of my summer. I want to thank the Stamps team, Nan, Melissa, Violet, and of course my supervisor, Alex. Working with you this summer has been an absolutely amazing experience. And I want to say thank you to all of the supervisors of all of the D-SIP interns. Having ownership over a project was such an incredible experience. Last, I want to thank everyone I met along the way, from guest speakers to alums, to just people I interviewed as part of my personal benchmarking research in my placement. Everyone I reached out to was willing to give me a little bit of their time and expertise and knowledge for the betterment of my project and also personal and professional development. There's this unique sense of sort of empowerment among the development community. No matter how people ended up here, I was able to sort of break through the laptop web camera in those countless informational interviews and hear about how much they care. And every person I came across wanted this university to be the best it can be. I've heard origin stories about an appreciation of their time at Michigan, about a deep belief in the research being conducted within our community, and just a genuine hope that due to the vastness of our alumni network, this is the best way to make a difference more broadly. Candidly, I applied to D-SIP for skill development rather than long-term plans to stick around in higher education. As a student organizer on this campus, I have advocated against different policies, decisions, and actions that this university and administration have taken at times. But this summer, I learned that a lot of those beliefs and sentiments, while I believed personally challenging, actually align with the outlook of most of what development means to me. And it seems what development means to many of the other community members across all of Michigan's schools, colleges, and units. When I meet with a coalition of students on campus of different populations that feel this university has made the wrong decision or could be serving us better, there's this sense of ownership, of duty over improving our campus that brings people together. And I have felt that same drive more than ever amid conversations with my cohort and the broader development community. We believe in better for our university, and we believe that we can be the ones to make that change. Thank you.
Amazing. Can we just show some kudos and high energy to Lindsay for an amazing class speech? I mean, I couldn't have even done half as good as that. That was amazing. Thank you so much, Lindsay. And we are nearing the close of our program, but for our interns, this is the time that you've been waiting for. I am so thrilled to present our 22 interns with their certificates of completion. First of all, I have to say, I am so proud of you all for sticking through it, showing up every day throughout, and despite challenges, you all showed up. And I really enjoyed working with you all. And as I promised, this is just the beginning. We will continue this relationship again for the rest of our lives. So with that being said, we want to congratulate you all. Welcome to the D-SIP alumni family, now 358 strong. So as I call your name, please wave your hand, give a thumbs up, or just, give a little blink to show your success. All right. Congratulations goes to Gwen Brown, who interned with the Institute for Social Research. And congratulations to Demetra Kolovos, who completed her internship with the Center for Education of Women. Congratulations, Ali ETER, who completed his internship with the Office of University Development's Annual Giving and Student Philanthropy team. Congratulations, Megan Harrison, who completed her internship at the College of LSNA, their Marketing and Communications team. Congratulations to our class speaker, Lindsay Houghton, who completed her internship with the Stamps team. Congratulations, Cortez Hill, who completed his internship with the Office of University Development's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusions team. Congratulations. Next up, we want to congratulate Madeline Jacobs, who completed her internship with Michigan Medicine's top donor engagement team. Congratulations, KRISHNA KIRU, who completed her internship with the Rackham School of Graduate Studies team. Congratulations, ARIM Lee, who completed her internship with the School of Information. Congratulations goes to my buddy, Cameron Moy, who completed his internship as a Dobson intern with the Women's Center of Southeastern Michigan. Congratulations goes to CIERRA Murphy, who's also a Dobson intern with the Peace Neighborhood team. Congratulations, CIERRA. We'd like to congratulate Lily Nazarian, who completed her internship with the Office of University Development's Marketing and Communications team. And congratulations to Juhi Oh, who completed her internship with the University of Michigan's Dearborn team. Congratulations, Mara SABIN, who completed her internship with the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Congratulations, Kim Sells, who's a Dobson intern, and she completed her internship with the Ozone House. Congratulations, Megan Selvage, who completed her internship with the Office of University Development's National Major Gifts Team. And congratulations to Pulak Taneja, who completed his internship with the College of LS&A's Business Intelligence Team. Congratulations goes to Anna Tomczak, who completed her internship with the Office of University Development's Gifts and Records Administrations team. And congratulations to Madeline Tripp, also a Dobson intern who completed her internship with the Washtenaw Literacy team. Congratulations to Ayushi Opal, who completed her internship with the Ross School of Business team. And congratulations goes to our third Madeline Van Schelven, who completed her internship with the School for Environment and Sustainability's team. Congratulations to another buddy, Amber Way, who completed her internship at the Michigan Medicine Rehabilitation Therapies team. Congratulations to all of the 2021 D-SIP interns. Please, everyone in attendance, send your love and support in the chat, and a kudos to all of our D-SIP 2021 interns. All right, so we are nearing the end of our program, but before I send things over to our next speaker, there's always this request that I share a bit of my vocal abilities during these events. So I literally made this up right before we started today's program, but this is in honor of Molly Dobson. So here I go. Viva la D-SIP, viva la D-SIP, viva, viva, viva la D-SIP. Okay, that's all I have. That's all I have for you. All right, well, again, I just love this program so much. I choose to lead this program every single day. It's one of my many reasons for waking up and signing on to Zoom sessions, because I know how impactful this program is. So, finally, at this time, I would like to introduce our final speaker, Megan Dowd, who's the Assistant Vice President of Strategic Resource Development, to conclude today's ceremony with closing remarks. Take it away, Megan.
Thank you, Jamika, and thank you for that wonderful song to send us off. I feel like we should just end on that high note, but I will share a little bit of congratulations and a few final thoughts. So thank you to everyone, and congratulations to the D-SIP 2021 cohort on the successful completion of the summer internship program. As we've said, you've now become the second group to experience a fully virtual program and the 15th class to graduate from this program. Welcome. Welcome, welcome to the D-SIP alumni family. I know this summer came with both challenges and victories. As we've heard, navigating an internship virtually while managing burnout and Zoom fatigue was challenging. Not being able to meet with your supervisors in an office setting and getting to know the rest of the cohort in person was challenging. Missing out on lunches during class was challenging, or at least a bit sad, if not challenging. But despite that, I know the essence of the program still thrived, and that has been so evident throughout our celebration today and in all of the wonderful things we've heard from our speakers. I personally remember meeting this cohort for the first time during class back in May. Even in our little Zoom boxes, your eagerness and curiosity was immediately clear, and I'm so grateful for the time I got to spend with you. It was a privilege to interact with you then, and it's been a joy to see and hear about your work as it unfolded this summer. So with that, I close today with just one final round of thank yous. I want to thank again all of the leaders who made this virtual program possible this year. Certainly Jamaica Ferguson, Jillian Gross-Fortgang, Sarah Solomon, the D-SIP 2021 supervisors, and all of our community members who met and spoke with interns along the way, guest lecturers, donors, Molly Dobson and the Dobson Committee, major gift officers, the D-SIP alumni, and of course, Kat Walsh and Charlotte Myers, who we've celebrated today as well. And thank you to all of you, the incredible D-SIP 2021 cohort, and your friends and family that supported you along the way. You've done tremendous work, you've built lasting relationships, and you've changed our development community forever in wonderful ways. So thank you to everyone for joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful rest of your summer, that all of the D-SIP interns can take a little breath and relax for a little bit perhaps. And congratulations once again, and remember, forever, go blue.